Loading procedure for the 300-foot pre-connect. Probably the most difficult part of this training program. To make it easier, think about the way the configuration is. It's 3 independent sections of hose. We're going to give them each names. One of them, the nozzle section, just a normal Minuteman finished with our Chief XD nozzles. Alongside that section of hose will be the supply. It's again a normal Minuteman. However, the mel coupling supplies the nozzle section. And then the base layer under these 2 sections is the dump. It's a flat load. It's in a side-by-side arrangement connected to the discharge of the apparatus, and it feeds the supply section. The dump section. It's the base layer of this configuration. We're going to flat load it, 100 feet of hose. It's in a side-by-side arrangement. The crossover point needs to be at the front of the hose bed. And you're going to form a single bite right after the coupled section. When you're finished with this, you just set the mel coupling in the dunnage area. This slide just highlights the flat load crossover point, the front of the hose bed, and then where we put the mel coupling in the dunnage area. Let's watch a quick video on the building of the dump section. Obviously, the female has been connected to the discharge. We're making our side-by-side flat load. Our crossover points at the front of the hose bed. Now once that coupling is bedded, the next flake that comes up needs to be a bite. Form a bite. And then just continue the flat load normally. When you near the coupling, you can go ahead and throw that up in the dunnage area, and you're done. Next, you'll build the supply section. You'll start with the mel coupling hanging down to about the tailboard area, and then just load a normal Minuteman on top of that. No bites. When you're complete with the build, set the female coupling aside. Let's watch a video of the building of the supply section. Starts with that mel coupling down about the level of the beaver tail. And this is just a normal Minuteman load. The only thing unique about it is you have that long section that hangs down. There are no additional bites. The length of this Minuteman is up to you. Some crews like them a little shorter so that it goes on your shoulder better. Others prefer to load it all the way to the front of the hose bed so that it doesn't shift under normal movement in traffic. So just a normal Minuteman. It terminates when you come across the female coupling. That female coupling can just be put aside. We'll come in a little bit and connect it to the other packs. Last section is the nozzle. Start with the nozzle as flush as you can, load normally, and then set that female coupling aside. Video of the nozzle section being built. This one's very familiar to everyone. You load it just like your crosslay. If you can get your nozzle in there pretty flush, it works out nice. And just build each of the layers upon the nozzle, and you'll be done. Set that coupling aside, and we'll connect all the sections together. Now we need to connect the 3 sections together. And this is a failure point if done incorrectly. You may choose to make your connections as each section is built, or wait till the end. What I always tell people is just follow the water from the discharge all the way through your systems to the nozzle. That'll always get you out of trouble. There are only 2 connections to make. Connection number 1, find the male coupling you set aside in the dunnage area and connect it to the female on the supply connection. Okay, watch a video of the dump section being connected to the supply section. Connection number 2, you take the male coupling that was hanging down near the tailboard, you wrap that up over the supply stack back towards the female of the nozzle section and couple. Video of connection number 2. This will be the supply section connected to the nozzle. So you take that male that was hanging down towards the beaver tail, you wrap it up tight along the supply section, and then couple it with the female that was sitting on top of the nozzle section. This is an alternative view, looking from the front of the hose bed. We've taken that dump section, the male coupling that was in the dunnage, we're connecting it to the top of the supply section Minuteman. Next, we're going to take the male that's hanging down towards the beaver tail of the supply section, wrap it up tight, and connect it to the female on top of the nozzle Minuteman section. You can dress your couplings, and then the line is ready for use. That concludes the training on the 300-foot line. Take all your comments, questions, anything that we need to discuss to the Target Solutions forum. You'll find that on the bottom of your link bar. You'll see a 300-foot line discussion entry here in the future. And anything you need additional clarification on, feel free to contact me, email, text, phone call. Hope you enjoyed it. Good luck training.